This is going to be an overview of the White Knuckler brand belt knives that they sell. I got 2 of their knives sent to me from them, and I'm really grateful for that. So this is how they came to me originally. I haven't done anything with them yet, but you get a bag, comes with this card, and then it comes with a sticker. I haven't seen any reviews on this style of knife before from them. This one, it's got a little bit of like the leather or something on it. It looks a little bit worn, but I'm gonna put some oil on this and clean it up, and I'm gonna assume that it'll be good. The finish on this one is much better than my prior knife that I've had from them. The only thing I found on this one is that this is just a little bit raised for the lanyard loophole. And it's just that side. The rest of it's really well finished. It's made in D2 steel. I'm gonna have to go get some paper so I can do a sharpness test for you, but I like this one a lot so far, and it's not a huge blade, so I would say if you're allowed to open carry a fixed blade in your state, this would be fine. I've personally carried this K-bar open carried, and I haven't had any issues. That said, though, that's in my state and that's legal. If it's not legal in your state, I wouldn't recommend that. But that's a size comparison. This is a full-size K-bar, and it's quite a bit bigger. The leather work on the sheath isn't as nice as the one with the finger loop or finger hole for skinning out deer, but I think that this one is better rounded. You can do like a PCAL grip with this or any of the other grips comfortably, whereas with this style, you're limited to just 2 grips. And like that. I wouldn't really want to use it in this grip or in this grip. It's possible, but it's not comfortable. You can also use it in this grip without the hole, or in this grip. The blade, so you're getting more cutting surface with this style than you are with this. as well. Also, I have found that there are a lot of Chinese copies of this style of knife, whereas this one is more so its own. You know, it's not, I don't know if they copied it from Frost Cutlery or what the origins of this style knife is, but I have two examples that I can show you. I bought both of these off of Amazon. So as you can see, the leather is not anywhere near what White Knuckler brand is in quality, but I have seen one video where someone was talking about how the blade can actually cut through the sheath. If you're wearing it horizontally on your belt, if this is being pushed into the sheath, it will cut through this. I think on my last video I did, the sheath was a bit nicer. This almost seems like it's a little short, so it's not as easy to snap or take off. So anyways, back to this Chinese knife. This knife cost about $10, and it is much smaller than the White Knuckler brand knife is. The finishing on this one, so this rivet is a little bit raised, and then both of these are a little bit, well, just this one I guess, and then that's fine. So there are some small details that are still being refined, but this is much better quality than the first one I received. But on the other hand of that too, the price has gone up compared to what they were. I think they were like $80 to $90, and now they're around like $150. So there's that. Having said that though, you are getting a warranty through White Knuckler brand, and you're not gonna get that with these Chinese knives. If you break it, that's pretty much it. But you can buy like 15 of these for the price of one of these. So I mean, I guess that depends on what you're looking for. Then here is another one of these. The sheath on this one isn't too bad. I don't know if you can pick that up on camera, but they have like some sort of coating on it or whatnot. So this one would need to be cleaned up too. And then again, the size of it is quite small. The finish on these though, I mean, they're pretty smooth edges. So for $10, I mean, there's no raised rivets or anything. one's got a little bit of a defect here. Oh, that one was made in Pakistan. I'm gonna post some more photos of a few different knives that I've seen that are similar to this style. I'm gonna go get some paper so we can show you the sharpness test. I'll be right back. So here's the sharpness test. So that's not very sharp. So I can fix that up and I'm sure it'll be fine, but out of the box that one's not very sharp. This is a Chinese copy. That one's terrible. So yeah, the other Chinese copy, that one is pretty sharp. So for $10, that one's not too bad. That one is this cat skinner. You can find that on Amazon. And the other one is the short skinner. And this one, piece of paper. That one's pretty sharp too. I think because it has such a big belly on the blade, it's harder to cut through as well. But yeah, that's pretty good out of the box. So if they could make the sharpness the same on this as this one, I would say this would be perfect. And then also the sheath, I think could use a little bit of refinement, but you know, I think it's alright for what it is. With this one also, you could probably go online to blade rigs and you could get a Kydex sheath made for this. Because I don't know, I guess with this snap, I don't know how secure that would be over time, you know. If it were more like this, where it snaps around it, it would be more secure. least it's easier to use. I mean, for 10 bucks, you're not getting very much. Yeah. I mean, the retention on that one's gonna be more than this, I would think. Definitely over time, you know, the leather starts to wear, and this could end up coming out. And it's also possible to cut that, whereas with the other one here, like I said in my other video, I like this because it's not gonna cut into the leather strap here, but then you have to worry about the button though. So, I mean, everything has pros and cons, I suppose. I'll do some size comparisons of these really quick, and then I will come back in a little bit with another review, well, an actual review, showing how they've been wearing and whatnot. I was hoping to get a deer this year and show that skinning process and gutting out the deer with it, you know, and but I wasn't fortunate enough to get a deer this year, so maybe next year. Anyways, here's the Spyderco Enduro Wave. Most people are pretty familiar with that. Here's the Emerson CQC7. Emerson Elvia. The Spyderco Pical. Kershaw Lucha. And I got a buck 110. So like I said too, I mean, most of these are pretty small, so if you're looking for the strength of a fixed blade, I mean, you will be getting more out of these, but the cutting edge is pretty small, so you got to take into account what you're going to be using it for. I mean, personally, I find it easier a majority of the time to just throw a folding knife onto my pocket, you know, clip it on, and you don't really notice it there, whereas some of the fixed blades, I mean, you gotta think about how people are gonna react to it. You know, if you do get someone that is, you know, not used to knives, or they're not necessarily sheeple friendly, as a lot of people say, it just draws more attention. I would probably use this one for hunting, and then probably look into getting a custom sheath for this, you know, so you can draw it either way and put it back into the sheath either way. Let me see what else I got. I have a few buck knives too. This is a copy of a $1.19, and this was 20 bucks at Harbor Freight. So you're getting more length with this. So generally in the wintertime is when I would want to carry a fixed blade, if I do, considering, well, depending on where I'm going. If I'm in Pennsylvania, it's much easier because a lot of people don't mind that. But this gives me more ability to puncture through like a heavy jacket or thicker clothing, whereas in the summertime I'm not as concerned about that. So I can conceal a folding knife easier, and you know, most people aren't going to be wearing thick clothing, so it would work all right. It's a $1.02 for size comparison. It's about the same size. It comes with this weird sheath. They're pretty comparable. And then this is a $1.18. This is a pretty nice little knife too. And the blade's long enough where I would consider it. It would be good for wintertime carry, you know. I mean, it's long enough, but it's also not hard to conceal or carry, you know. I like the sheath on this one. If they could maybe do something like this, that would be nice as well. And these also come with a warranty. I think they're pretty comparable in price. The only thing with Buck is that the handles are very slick, whereas compared to this, it has this file work on it. I'm not sure how they're doing this with like CNC machining or what, but it gives you a little bit more texturing, you know. So if you are using these for skinning out or cutting a deer and skinning it out and whatever, that might be something to consider as well. This brass one is pretty slick, but you also have that hole there, so that helps with the grip. You could also put a lanyard on it, that would help too, but that also has its downside, because if you're using this for deer, any game for that matter, or fishing or whatnot, you're gonna have to change that out every once in a while because it's gonna get gross. So yeah, that is gonna be the end of this video for now. I'm gonna get these all cleaned up and gonna carry them for a while and come back and tell you how they're doing. And yeah, thank you again, White Knuckler brand, for sending these out to me for a review. And I don't know, I just haven't really seen much of their product. I mean, they do have an Instagram page and I believe a Facebook page as well. They are on eBay and Amazon. I was wondering about that because I don't know if they make replicas of these knives yet, but as I showed you, I got these Chinese knives, but if you're looking to get a decent deal, I have seen quite a few of their knives on eBay for a good price. and just check the specifications on it. You know, if it's not the right size, which you can check on their website, then it might be. But I think you're gonna find better deals on eBay, and then you have their warranty. I would assume that their warranty transfers. But anyways, hope you guys have a nice day or night, and have a happy new year. Take care.